seconds, give or take. Ready for tip-off. Got the band playing next to me to the left, so I'm going to respect them and let them play their music for a little bit, play their instruments before the tip-off occurs. Bowman Michael with Score Sports. And away we go. Told you, it's loud. I got earmuffs on. But tonight's action, Jonesboro Cardinals versus the Starrsville Panthers. A nice little region showdown between number 2 and number versus number 3. We'll be right back, getting ready for the tip-offs.
With the Starrsville Panthers. Number 5, Zach Sernelia. Number 10, Errol Rice. Number 23, Lane Mann.
Ladies and gentlemen, like I said, it should be a very interesting matchup, to say the least. When we talk about this particular matchup, we kind of have an idea of what everybody's going to be looking like tonight. And yes, I'm multitasking, so bear with me. And we'll get through this the best way we can. All right. The key thing is for me to keep clock and keep the scores going, so we'll see how that plays out. Once again, I'm Bowman Michael with Score Sports, and the tip-off occurs. Jonesboro got the tip. And once again, this is a region matchup. Number 2 versus number 3. Starrsville comes in at 10-10, and Jonesboro riding on an 8-game winning streak with an exciting victory this past Saturday. Quick foul. Kind of gives you an idea of what they might be calling across the board here early. First basket, no good. We got one more home game Friday night against Whitewater. It'd be senior night. Missed both. Rebound, Starr's Mill. I have plenty of stats to throw at us, so if we get some timeouts. Good basket. Now, last time these two teams played, it was a very interesting matchup. Starr's Mill came out firing on all cylinders, and Jonesboro had to do everything in their power to put back a lead. Good tip off the basket here to tie the game up. Around the river bend they go. Out of bounds. Starr's Mills basketball. And one thing that you do concern yourself a little bit with is the fact off the basket, off the rim, Ellerby with the rebound, and then knocked off the foot. When I say I'm a little worried about what actually might come up concerning the letdown, you hope that there isn't a letdown. You hope that there's just a consistent flow. Like I said, last time they played, and when I say the letdown, I'm speaking more or less from the letdown of the game on Saturday against Fayette County. If you get a chance, you can definitely watch the ending to see actually how intense that atmosphere was at Fayette County High School. .620 on the clock. Had to get us caught up here. Doing probably too much talking. Not enough paying attention to what's going on. But the last time these two teams played, it was 58-55. Jonesboro was able to become successful. Robinson from the outside off the mark. Good defense, not able to get a turnover. Taking it the other way. Deep three, off the mark, air ball by the Panthers. Jonesboro takes it all the way back up, and here we go. Robinson going to the line. He found his way in through two defenders. Touched the ball. They're going to get a little warning, meaning that when the ball came through the hoop, Dakota had touched it, and they were like, hey, you can't do that. We need to make sure that you're aware of that. Once again, appreciate everybody joining in tonight. Ohio, please stay warm. It's a little chilly out there. Good steal by Bryce, out to Chris, to Dakota, and for the layup. Taking a quick 6-2 lead here. I have some more information on the region. Stepped on it. Going to be Jonesboro basketball. It gives me an idea when you start talking about, you know, keys to the game, pressure to the game. I get a time, I will throw that up there on keys to the game here in just a minute. I do enjoy multitasking, and I'm doing that in full force here. Well, I have a chance after the first time. Ooh, is he going to go into the lane? He walked. Did have a nice intro, but that didn't come about mainly because I got caught off guard with the clock, and I was getting certain things set up. So, hey, deep three off the mark. Rebound Jonesboro. Dakota takes it up. The Region 3 5A tournament will take place at Griffin High School. And it'll start here very soon in realistically 2 weeks. A week from next, maybe next Thursday, probably not, maybe the following, but I've got to get my brain into that. Usually it happens the week after the Super Bowl is what my guess is. So it'll start playing on that Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and all the way up through Friday. Deep shot from Ellerby. Off the mark. Bryce with the rebound. Bryce is still leading the team with the most rebounds on the team. Ill-advised turnover on Chris. Going to get a reach-in foul. That'll be Jonesboro's first foul. Holland's first foul. We will be live on Friday. Still working out the kinks on Saturday if we're able to actually get live from Griffin. Block shot, passed it back out. One thing that I like about the Starr's Mill Panthers is their ability to go after the ball. Their tenaciousness is, and they are always in the game. Yeah. Never lay them out of the game by no means. Just when you think so, it's just not going to happen. Just like what you saw right there, definitely effort across the board. Going to get it down to 3 minutes and 6 seconds here. Got caught off guard a little bit. Always seem to do that. Second team foul on Jonesboro. Still 6-2 in a hard-fought first quarter, low-scoring first quarter. When you start comparing the two teams and what they average points per game. Turnover, Starr's Mill, Jonesboro basketball. Bryce not able to punch it in. Felt like he walked a little bit right there. They didn't call it. Ever since the game against Griffin, cheap foul on Dakota. Kind of ill-advised at that point. Third team foul. A reminder, once they get to 7, that's called the bonus. They'll actually begin to shoot every time they get fouled. Good steal from Ellerby. Dakota Deshawn takes it from one side to the other. Sorry about that. Not Dakota, but Deshawn. Getting close to that 2-minute mark here in the first quarter. Turnaround hook. Gets it in. Once again, staying close, 4-8 here at Clayton State University. Out of bounds. Starr's Mills basketball. Y'all would be very proud of me. I have all these nice little artworks anytime we go to the free throw line. However, we haven't had that opportunity here. So I do hope that we get that chance, and we'll see what happens. Under 2 minutes here in the first quarter. Based on the excitement that I experienced on Saturday, it's definitely, great effort on Manuel. Came into the game. Able to body him up. Deep three from Quinn. Rebound, able to kick it back out. All the way other side of the court. And they're playing kind of keep away, trying to find their shots. Got to be careful. Quinn looking for the three. Nails it. 11-4 here in the waning minutes of the first quarter. Tried for the foul. You know, we'll go here if we can right now when they go to the things before they go to the free throw lines. And of course, I messed that up and I put information up that I shouldn't. I messed that, froze up that screen. I had something set up and didn't go. He was able to hit both. Make it 6-11 here. Right around 1 minute remaining. 4-1 on the fouls. That's never a good sign. Dakota go to the line to shoot 2. And as we've said in the past, Dakota leads all scores. And of course, it's not going to show the information just because it's that type of day for me. So we'll get that fixed and figure out why it doesn't come up. He's able to hit both. The band will be playing, so we'll give them an opportunity to blare our ears off a little bit. So I'll jam it up here between the first and the second quarter. We will give time for our sponsors. We always appreciate everything that they do for us here at Jonesboro High School. They are seriously going to wait to the last seconds. We're about maybe 1 second off our clock to the shotters up top. Robinson going to the lane, not able to get it. Not able to pull anything off. 13-6 will be the way it ends. And we'll get ready for the second half, our second quarter. Hand it over to the band. Let's get started. Back to live action here. Basket's good. Making it an 8-13 ball game here at Clayton State. Everything's very kind of low-key here, but good ball game so far, 13-8. Started the second quarter. Manuel takes it in. Let's give him 2, 15-8. Great effort on Lewis. Didn't play much in the Fayette County game. Oh, almost a steal from Robinson. Thanks again for tuning in tonight. I'm Bo McMichael with Score Sports, bringing you Jonesboro basketball versus the Starr's Mill Panthers. Region showdown, 2 versus 3. Going to go to the line and shoot free throws for Starr's Mill. Starr's Mill is really good from a free throw perspective. They're shooting, if I'm not mistaken, and I got my numbers correct out here, from a free throw percentage wise. I don't have those percentages right up for me. I thought I did. It's more of the matchup across the board. We'll get an opportunity to pull up Starr's Mill's stats. Clock is running. Jonesboro up by 4 here in the second quarter. Brandon Walker, third game back from injury. Jonesboro's, not paying attention, not staying focused. Not a good idea right there. You know, like I said, the concern that I have is, are they able to have that intensity that they had? Kickball, out of bounds. Still Starrs Mills basketball. Call them the Panthers. Would like to see the energy pick up a little bit, probably in my voice. Deep three. See, that's what I'm saying. They stay in the game. It's 14-15. The last time it was so close, I mean, the final score 58-55. It came down to really the fourth quarter, and Jonesboro was able to make the shots, and Starrs Mill was not. Deep three from Quinn. In and out. The old basket was not being kind to him at that point. I'm going to call a foul. Looks like it's going to be on Jonesboro. 16 foul. Next foul. Starrs Mill's going to go to the line, shoot. He has to go ahead and clear it all the way back court. And then reset it again here in the second quarter. Around the rim they go. Manuel was able to get the rebound, and they're pushing it up the court. We just haven't really been shooting well tonight. Dakota could change that right now, and he does. Nice. Giving three, increase the lead to 4. Here nearly halfway through the second quarter. Out of bounds, Starrs Mills basketball. Starrs Mill ran into a brick wall. However, he was still able to get it in. 18-16 in the second. It is number 2 versus number 3, but right now Jonesboro holds about a 2-game lead from the dropping down to third place. They could even take a loss, which they don't need to. Gonna call a jump ball. Possession here on the side of Jonesboro. They'll remain the possession of the basketball. No basket on that, trip down. I'm gonna call a foul. He'll go to the line to shoot 2 as well. And now we're in the old-fashioned bonus at this point. That's our 7th team foul. So anytime Starrs Mill gets fouled from this point on, they're going to go to the bonus and shoot. I was trying to look to see if we had any stats of what their overall free throw percentage is. He makes the first, 17-18. We talk about free throw percentage. Finally, I got it. They're shooting right at 65% from a free throw range. I'll keep an eye on who to foul and who not to foul at this point. It's a tie ball game here. Halfway mark of the second quarter. I'm Bo McMichael with Score Sports, bringing you Jonesboro basketball, getting down to the last 4 games of the season, ladies and gentlemen. Getting ready for tournament play. Off the mark. We do look tired, and we look a little wore out. Everybody was on vacation yesterday, Martin Luther King holiday. They did not play. There are some teams out there that actually were part of tournament plays yesterday, little showcases. Jonesboro passed on that. They have 4 games remaining. This game against Starrsville Friday versus Whitewater. Then they go play Griffin at Griffin on Saturday, out of bounds. Going to call Jonesboro basketball. 3:26 remaining, or 3:22, depending on what clock is right. Their clock's always right. And then the following Friday, we head to McIntosh, February 1st, to play the season finale. Getting ready for region tournament play the following week. And I'm not willing to say anything about state tournament, but right now, deep shot. Decided against it. Quinn does a great job shooting threes for us. And I say that, and he's able to bank that down. He has shot the most three-pointers so far this season, roughly about 142 three-pointers, averaging roughly about 35% from the three-point line. They could have easily called a foul on that. I'm glad they didn't. Didn't need Bryce to get his second. Quinn's going to fire it up again. And yes, he is what we call feeling it at this point. 24-18. This is what happened last time. Can Starrsville avoid this run by Jonesboro? They had the game tied, and now they're down by 6. Good. He's looking for the foul, not going to get it. Let's just play basketball. 2-3. Deep three from Quinn. Finally, I believe anybody that shoots 2, you go ahead and give it to him to see if he can make the 3rd three-pointer in a row. And let's not deny him by no means. As they look around trying to figure out who's going to shoot the ball, running their offense here with Jonesboro up deep. Goodness gracious. Okay, 27-20. I didn't get that last 2 baskets. Sorry about that. I'll do better next time. 1:42 remaining here in the second quarter. Good roller. Give him another 2. At halftime, we'll have 10 minutes on the clock. I'll come back and let the band play away and enjoy the sights and sounds of Jonesboro basketball. Give me a chance to figure out why certain things aren't working right. Not that they've had an opportunity to go to free throw line. Just like that, they were up by 6. Now they're only up by 3. Closing into the final minute. These 2 teams are evenly matched. They play 2 different styles on offense. I feel like Jonesboro loves to run. Starrsville wants to slow it down. Deep 3 from Dakota. Almost want to plant your feet and get the proper shot. Don't want to just do off the rebound. It's not put back in 21. Score won't go back to 0. Deep 3. And just like that, tie ball game. Just when you think you can close the door on them, they open that door and go, hey, did you forget about me? I'm still here. And it's 27-27 here in the second quarter, getting ready for halftime. Band's getting ready. Clear your ears out. It's wonderful noises. Wonderful noises. Seven to 2 in the team foul area. Deshaun off the mark. And no basket. And that's the end of your half. Score's all tied up. It's 0-0. Let's put it on the clock and let's get started. We'll be right back. I'm Bowman Michael with Score Sports. Glad to have you with us today. It's halftime. Tie ball game, people. Tie ball game. gentlemen, welcome back to Clayton State University, home of the Lakers and the Jonesboro Cardinals for 2019. I'm going to get us pepped up here and get us started. Starr's Mill, Jonesboro all tied up at halftime. Should be a very interesting second half, to say the least. Out of bounds, Jonesboro basketball. So it was tied up at half, 27-27. Both teams, well, I would say this, Starr's Mill never really had a lead. Jonesboro had 2 6-point leads there. Good effort, second chance points, unacceptable, not able to get it in the rim. Both big men for Jonesboro had an opportunity to tap it in, unsuccessful. One thing I don't want to see us get in foul trouble. We did get into the bonus. Both teams come out a little bit of trying to figure out where they're going to be here in the third quarter. Good eye from Robinson to Dakota. Great effort, 29-27. Once again, when these two teams met last month, or earlier in the month, to be honest with you, I couldn't tell you on the top of my head when the schedule was and what the breakdown. But it was earlier in the year when they played each other. It was actually December 11th. Foul, go to the line to shoot 2 for Starr's Mill. 6:45 on the clock. I got to reverse that. I got confused here. Missed it. Felt like that was a foul. They got to change it on the clock. Jonesboro got the team foul. But I'll work through my own need be. 27-29. Is he going to be able to make the second one? No. Foul shooting threes. Always nice when you get 3 baskets, but when you miss the first 2, it's always more enjoyable to begin with. Misses all 3. Start the clock again. Number 5 from the 3-point line, off the mark, air ball. Jonesboro's going to take it up the court hard. Bryce has got a good flow all the way up the court, even though he fell down once he passed the ball over. Both of them were trying to figure out where they were going. Ellerby both and Dakota both looked at each other going, yeah, I thought that was what's going to happen, but it didn't. (29-27). Second and third place in the region. I won't give Jonesboro the first place nod just yet, even though both Fayette County and Jonesboro are all tied up. Turn around. Sorry for clearing that bonus off. I'll do a better job with that. 29-29. But these two teams, you know, they're going to probably face each other in the semifinals. So this game is very crucial in getting to know each other. If I'm a guesser on how everything's going to play out, at least for the first 2 days of region tournament play at Griffin High School. Felt like he walked there. They want to call it. Good rebound. Trying to push it a little bit. Good eye. He's able to see it each time. Robinson's looking for Dakota, which is a nice venture, but they're going to go straight back the other way. A little bit too hard off the rim or off the glass to the rim. Number 35 misses the shot for Starr's Mill. Deep shot from Ellerby. I like it that that's it. He's going to say he stepped out. 31-29. You got to check in, gentlemen. We had 2 Starr's Mill people, Panthers rush the court without checking in with the clocks. That's an important thing I've learned. Senior night will be on Friday here. Get a chance to acknowledge all the seniors, and we'll definitely do that live. That's a horrible in and out right there. Wasn't a fan at all. That ball's like, I do not want to go through that rim by no means. Not going to call a foul. That's nice. Still just have one team foul on the horizon. Great effort from Robinson. His effort tonight, his ability not only to drive the lane, but also dish it off right before things could go sideways. This could be the difference maker in tonight's game against the Panthers. He floated that ill-advised. Going to be out of bounds. Walker's going to come in. Manuel's going to come in. A little quiet tonight. I think it's a matter of just being wore out and tired myself from a basketball the past week. We've had a marathon of games. So, and I'm actually just sitting there watching, going the what if game. You know, when you go back, they're undefeated on the road. The thing that concerns me is the neutral sites of who they're playing. And he got fouled. Fouled hard with that. Goodness gracious. Ellerby will go to the line to shoot two. And look at that, I fixed something. Let's call it an amazing venture for Score Sports. He misses the first one. Will jinx him, think that it's bad. They're going to call that it's 2 team fouls, so I'm going to change it and get rid of it and pay attention to the boards here. I thought it was 1-1 because he went to the free throw line. I'm a little confused. But we'll see what happens with that. But Deshaun's averaging roughly around 3 points per game, assist as well. His claim to fame really is the assist, but lately he has gotten the points a-going, which is important. He's able to make one of the foul shots. Going to call and going to go to the line to shoot two. They're going to call a charge on that. A little overzealous right there. My fans started yelling, and I thought it was in the favor of Starr's Mill. I was what we call confused. Dishes it out to Ellerby. Finally, great effort, 36-29. Clocks are running. Under 3 minutes here in the third quarter. Way outside, ball 5. Speaking of ball 5, definitely looking forward to baseball season. Overexcitement. They're all trying to get everybody started here. 2:56 on the clock. 36-29, 7-point lead. We haven't really been able to stretch it past 7 points. Because every time we seem to do that, they hit a couple threes, keep moving down, and then it just closes the gap. So this could be a big indicator right now in the game if we're able to do something and push this lead a little bit further out. Good eye from Ellerby. Count it, 2 points. (39-29). Good steal for Jonesboro. 12-point lead. Late in the third quarter, we came out to play here in this third quarter, and we've proven it by the scoreboard and the pressure on defense. Turnaround, Great rebound. Ellaby has definitely come to play. Robinson's out. Ellaby's taking up the slack. I like it. I like it a lot. Now they're going to play a little keep away. See what actually happens at this point. 90 seconds remaining. It's the old idea, if they're not going to come after, we'll drain the clock. I mean, it's 41-29. 12-point lead is a 12-point lead in any books. Our next home game will be on Friday versus Whitewater senior night. Then we're heading down to Griffin to get ready for the region tournament, which I like. I like being able to play at that court and knowing that we're going to come right back and do the same thing. Chris Holland enters the game. Mr. Manuel leaves the game. 1:11 on the clock, 41-29. Finally, they gave that team foul on it, and I'm able to put it up there. It was confusing me. It was confusing me. I was expecting a bigger crowd here. They had a larger crowd at, not going to call the foul at all, even though I heard the slapping from up here for some reason. They did not want to call the call. Good dribbling from Deshaun. He loses the handle. At least he knows when he loses the handle, go ahead and get it reset. Almost under 30 seconds here in the third quarter. Been a fast game. It's only 8:24 Eastern Standard Time for those people in Hawaii. Branched him off a little bit there. In many ways, that looks like what the plan is going into the fourth quarter is how we're going to handle Starr's Mill. We're not going to try to play their game and go up and down the court and shoot. If they're not going to guard us, then so be it. But no ill-advised turnovers is a plus. And right there, didn't get any points out of that. They're going to call a foul on Jonesboro. That'll be Jonesboro's second. Everybody's got two across the board. And he throws it deep. Not successful. We'll head over to the fourth quarter. With that, we'll take a little word from our sponsors. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the fourth quarter play here. 8 minutes on the clock. Let's get started. Let's have a little fun in the action. 41-29, possession error in the favor of Starr's Mill. But hey, beggars can't be choosers right now. I'm happy to have this 12-point lead. Now, are we able to keep it off or keep it on? And our second-hand points or second-chance points are just not there. Didn't start the clock. Somebody's got to remind me to start the clock. Give me a heads up, text me, send me a smoke signal or something here, people. Oh, he walked, saw that foot move. I'll get this clock straight here in a minute. About 20 seconds off the clock. He's going to call a quick timeout, trying to get everything settled. We'll get this settled right here as well. Just a quick reminder. Senior night coming up this Friday. Last home game versus Whitewater. Let me get the clock set here. So come on out. If you got a senior on your list that you want to be able to acknowledge, this is an opportunity. If I have an opportunity myself, I'll make sure that we have some highlights for each senior to be able to kind of represent them the best way possible. It's always nice to be able to do that. And away we go. Clock on the board. Game started. And the biggest thing is you don't necessarily want to give them an opportunity to get back into the game. That's the biggest thing, you know, and they're well coached. The tenaciousness of the team itself says that if you're not careful, they're going to find themselves back in the game. And as I say that, we're under 10. Chris with the turnaround. Finally, basket wanted to go in for the Cardinals. Deep three, got his hand in his face enough. Good job on Chris, and Chris is on the move. Will he dish it? That's the question. Over to Ellerby to Dakota. Money dropping dimes in a basket, people. And a quick foul. Makes me giggle. Makes me be excited about basketball when we can see that. The Cards record's 13-8 overall. 7-1 in region play. Undefeated on the road, only one loss at home against Fayette County. The rest of the losses came on neutral sites. And what I mean by neutral is either showcase or tournaments. So it's always nice. I mean, when you talk about if I had an opportunity, I would. Let me see if who's going to go to the line. Starr's Mills going to go to the line to shoot two. If I had a chance, I don't think I have anything that I can pull up real quick and let you see what the overall, I think I took that out, national ranking. Oh, I do have the rankings. Yeah, we go have another timeout. I'll pop up the rankings where we can see where everybody else sits. He makes the first one, 32-45. They're real good from the free throw line. They're just like Jonesboro, roughly 65%. He's not able to connect on the second one, and we're going to what we call slow it down here. Slow it down. Appreciate everybody joining with us tonight. Had a good number. Ill-advised pass, and they're on the movement. I think the footsteps might have got him, but it was still great steal from number 15 from the Panthers. He just was not able to what we call finish it off. Walker trying to find his groove here tonight. Hadn't had that much time up and down a little bit, whereas turnaround from Holland, count it, 47-32. I do feel like we're getting a comfortable lead here. Picked his pocket. Holland the other way. Chris is bringing his A game out tonight. Back to Deshaun. Not going to call a foul. They're just letting them play at this point. Finally, they're going to have to call that because he jumped on his back like it was piggyback time in Atlanta. 4:58 on the clock, 47-32. Foul-wise, we have 5 fouls in our background where the Starr's Mill just has 2. He's able to connect on both. They're going to call a quick timeout. I know the band's going to start playing, but we'll go ahead and wanted to throw up the team rankings here. It's 4:58 on the clock. One thing that we did see occur with the team rankings was once the victory occurred against Fayette County, we did go down in the state, but that was about it from an overall perspective. We're still sitting around 11th in the state, national rankings, and so forth. But I was definitely impressed to see that come about, and was happy that we were able to actually see our efforts. I'm going to let the band play a little bit because they're so loud next to us. 34-47. Once again, the region tournament will take place at Griffin High School. We play there this next Saturday. Do appreciate all our sponsors here with Jonesboro High School. We're live here at Clayton State University, home of the Lakers. 2 more home games this year. Hopefully we'll get a playoff game here. You know, as long as we end first or second in the region, we're going to get a playoff game. And that just could be exciting. With the capabilities of, from a broadcast perspective, I'll have fun doing that. That's for sure. 47-34. They're going to call a foul that took place before the shot. So he will not be able to go to the line to shoot anything. They'll take it from underneath the goal. And Walker will inbound it in for the Cardinals. (34-47). Almost at the halfway mark of the fourth quarter. We've been tested several times. It was a tie ball game at halftime, 27-27. We came out shooting, and the only thing right now, a floater unacceptable to go in. Manuel going to get blocked from behind, but had a great rebound, just not able to finish it off, and they're not going to call the fouls tonight. Air ball. The refs have somewhere to go. Maybe they want to watch the finales of the Connors. I'm not sure at this point. And away we go. They're going to hold it unless they come up. And yep, they finally come up, which is nice. Quick timeout. 3:52 on the clock. Got ahead of ourselves a little bit. 34-47. A comfortable 13-point lead here. In the ball game. And because it's a timeout, the band's going to blare. So let the band push it out a little bit. Get back into fourth quarter of action here. Quick foul. Dakota will go to the line to shoot. See how quick I can get him up there. You know, better late than never. Makes the first one, misses the second one. Gonna have to get our clock started up. I was more worried about trying to get the information up. I'm gonna start it back here when it gets down to 3:19 on my clock. Sorry about that, it's about 3:40. I always like to get excited quick. They're gonna call a foul on that. He'll go to the line to shoot two himself. Dakota is the leading scorer, senior here at Jonesboro High School. Once again, Starr's Mills 65% free throw shooter. It's 48-34. I feel like we got this game fairly in check. I say that, and then things could turn sideways. Even with a 13-point lead, I feel like we'd have the opportunity to hold in there the best possible way. The clock will roll once we get under 3:19. We're right at 3:30 left. I'm not worried about trying to get the clock set back up. So. And the clock's moving. 13-point lead here for the Cardinals. Looking to improve to 8-1 in the region. No look pass to Bryce from Robinson. Great job, gentlemen. 50-35. Great block from Bryce. Get out of here, he said. In his best Arnold Schwarzenegger voice. And we're pushing them. Coach is finally going to have to call a timeout. Was not going to have that. It just was going to keep going. .251 on the clock. And they're going to play the music again a little bit. Let them play it away if they want to. It's a quick timeout. Everybody's going to sit back down. Looked like we were going to get the band here for a second. And they were like, nope, quick timeout. Not able to do that. They're going to go from underneath the basket. Under 3 minutes here in the game. It's been a quick game. I mean, anytime you can knock out a game before the 9 o'clock mark, that's always a plus for me. 37-52 back in the day when we were handling teams in a higher score based on people that played for the Cardinals during that time period. Sometimes these games are only, hour and 10 minutes. We've been on the air for roughly an hour and 11 minutes right now, which is amazing on that part, including what the score is, 52-37. I'll increase everybody's team foul to 6 and 4. Good eyesight. Like I said, Robinson's assist perspective is just amazing right now. He's definitely leading the game from an assist, being able to see. Great shot from Starr's Mill. They're going to call a timeout. They're going to see if they can do anything to get this thing started. They have 2 timeouts remaining. We'll see if they have one last hurrah with him from a band perspective. That was it. Not much, but I mean, I enjoyed it. That was a good beat. They scared me more than anything, so you do what you got to do. Do appreciate everybody coming in and listening tonight. It's always nice to have viewers. 26 of my closest friends is always a plus. It's never about who's not there, it's about who's there. And I appreciate anybody from Ohio stepping in, especially this cold weather, be watching a little bit of basketball. Jonesboro's going to take it in. We're under 2 minutes here. This game's going to go by very quickly, very quick, say the least here. And you got to wonder if they're going to try to foul or they're going to let it play through, down by 14. And that might have been the cap on the toothpaste for that one. 56-40, 16-point lead. I think if they were going to try to get a stop, that was going to be up and down. You're not allowed to do that. Oh, those new rules. Oh, they're going to call a jump ball. I felt like I don't know if I agree with that, but okay. Clock's running under 90 seconds remaining. I'm Bowman Michael with Score Sports. Glad to have you with us. Make sure you subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. I'm always looking to reach my 1,000 viewers, our 1,000 subscribers, and then we'll start working on 1,500 subscribers. Baby steps, they said, baby steps. Certain things allow to open up for us once we get, fumbled, slipped. Got to make sure we wipe that wet spot up. Player of the game's either going to, I'm going to hand it to Robinson. Did a great job dishing the ball as the point guard of the group. Very impressed how he's come across this season, heading into region tournament and potential state playoffs. Under a minute remaining. Everybody have a safe trip out there. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Pretty sure they're not going to worry about anything at this point. And take care of yourselves. The band's going to play us out. Thank you again for joining us. I'm Bowman Michael with Score Sports. And we will see you here on Friday with senior night. I'll probably bring a couple more people with us. Last points of the game right there, 58. The funny part is we're averaging 58 points a game, so it's a nice number to end on. I like that 5-8 number. Be careful, be safe, take care of yourselves. Thanks again for everything, tuning in and enjoying Jonesboro basketball. I'm Bowman Michael with Score Sports. Jonesboro basketball improved their record to 14-8, 8-1 overall in the region. Take care of yourselves. Good night.